Hello there, this is Jolita Brilliant, health coach, and I'll be talking why I'm not vegan anymore. Why? Look at this. I need to get healthy, lean, strong, and I'm working to get back six-pack. The reason, there's so many reasons why I'm not low-fat pro-vegan anymore, or why I'm not vegan anymore. I'm still raw, and I just eat cooked meat, so if you count that, but whatever, I'm just eating real food, whole food from the nature. Overloading on sugary fruits was a big mistake because leptin, sugary and very fatty foods, they work in the brain the same as heroin or cocaine, and that's why so many former drug addicts, like the cult of 80, 10, 10, 30 bananas a day owners, they are former drug addicts. And it's funny that some people take nutritional advice from people who never studied nutrition in their life and are sugar addicts. And the very mean ones because the nervous system is damaged. They are very imbalanced individuals. So back to leptin, it works like a drug and inhibits the leptin production. You feel hungry all the time, you never feel satisfied. And that's why, and also sugar acts like if you eat one thing, you cannot stop. You need more, and that acts especially with refined sugars like cookies and candies. So if you, let's say, ate one Oreo, it's hard to not eat another one. Some people can do it, but if you do it rarely, you have this resistance. But once you constantly load on the sugar, let's say every day, just eat all your calories from the sugar, the leptin goes so out of balance that it cannot work anymore. And that's why I was getting fatter and fatter, and despite I couldn't burn off all the calories even exercising 2 hours a day or so, or doing ultra marathons. And it also depends on the body constitution. I come from a very cold climate. My parents grew up there, I grew up there, where people eat meat and eat healthy, organic vegetables, not too many tropical fruits. And I had a strong, big bones, and had a very strong teeth all my life, except now I have cavities thanks to fruitarian diet. And I lost, my nails have gone bad, and I lost some hair, and I have no period. The other thing, okay, so also, sugar consumption causes fat to build up in the liver cells, which decreases the liver's ability to metabolize fats and sugars and detoxify your body. And that's why I was starting to get these skin problems. But I made another video how to break the sugar addiction, so if you want to go check that out. But in this video, I'll talk more about why vegan diet is a temporary diet, and it's like juicing. It's a different level, and it gives time to from digesting. Let's say if you've been eating processed meats and processed foods, it just let's say fruit with little fiber, they passes very quickly, where protein, it takes longer to digest, and that's why it keeps you satisfied, full, and fuller for longer. And with greens, the same, they stay longer in your system. And fruit just passes, and it's like almost empty calories it can be, and I don't understand how other people don't feel hungry eating fruits for a long period of time. But it's very fascinating. I would like to ask them a question, how they not feel hungry, because at first I was kind of okay, but then I would start on the vegan diet. I would start to be ravenous, like I would think about what I could eat next all the time, and I thought it's okay, I can eat fruit as much as I want, and I gain weight. But it wasn't happening at the very beginning. The further I went, the more it started to happen, and I was denying it, and I was not looking into it. I was denying it. My other decreased, my fitness, my mental clarity, mental fog, not being able to judge things and reasonably. And I think it started when I started to go vegan, because meat is the brain food. Omegas, CoQ10. We have B complex vitamins. We have compounds that are not found in fruits and vegetables. And it's essential. For centuries, people have been consuming it, and 99% of the population is not wrong. If vegan, low-fat, dry-vegan population, it's a minuscule, it's not even, it doesn't have any impact in the world. It's such a small community of addicts, and that's all it is. It's never become bigger than that, because thanks God people are smarter than this, but there are some like me, like I was an idiot, and I'm a very trusting person. I believe if a person says something, they try, they know it works, and it's healthy, it's based on science and everything, and they have this science which says that, you know, they have these justifications why other people are wrong and why they are right, and they only listen to their own, you know, the teachers who preach to the choir. They don't listen to any other data or studies. They don't want to know it. And also I found it's usually people who become like these fad diet victims. They are new to nutrition, they don't know much, they everywhere there's diet pills, there's this diet, and the people so lost, they're looking for solution, and they see, oh, this person is skinny, so I'm just gonna follow them no matter. You know, people will follow whoever comes on YouTube. They will listen to them as they wear some kind of doctor. Be more mindful, it's your health, you know, be aware of what you're doing. Before I started to study nutrition, I was the same way, and I was an idiot by doing that. But when you knew, you know, you just, whatever, you're just taking bits from people, but I was taking from other people too. And I, inside, I knew something was wrong, but I guess it's like this kind of fascination of this fruitarian movement diet, and it's like, it got me high, you know, these fruits. It's really an addiction. So okay, I should read more the things like what I wrote down here on my blog. Okay, well, I had to snack all the time, because if I wouldn't snack, I feel like I'm gonna buy some junk food and binge on it. The other thing, okay, I spoke about this. No sex drive, low estrogen, no period. I felt depressed, suicidal, despite the high, you know, because it plays with your sugar, and then when it would drop, I would need another hit of the sugary fruit to pick me up, because I would get so depressed, almost suicidal, that I don't want to live. And the hunger also brings that up. I was thinking it's fine, it's detox, and it's gonna pass, and it's good, it's bringing up these feelings. But try to go on starvation diet. Even if you eat small amounts of meat, you're gonna experience detox symptoms too from the food, okay, because you're not getting the nutrients. Your brain, your body is very intelligent, it knows what it needs. And for some people you'll need more meat, for some people you'll need less. Depends where you're coming from. If you grew up in tropics, if your parents are tropics, are African American. But even for those people I know who are deficient B12, they vegan, they lost their jobs, they can't focus, they like totally lost, destroyed life. It's terrible. And they don't listen if you say something against fruit diet, because it's their addiction. Okay. Also, social isolation. They blame society for making like money off, like, you know, I understand hospitals. It's not the best food or drugs, or this business with, you know, just trying to sell you drugs, not teaching about healthy eating. But now people start to teach more. Doctors are becoming more conscious too. I spoke to many doctors about this. And, you know, world is gonna evolve, but, you know, and I understand there's a lot of lazy people, but there's a lot of lazy fruitarians too, who doesn't do nothing, who basically are almost homeless, and they're just riding their bikes, and it's the same thing, you know. So don't blame other society members. They might be, you know, if they're overweight because of processed food, and not because of the just meat. It's the processed meat, the fried meat, the pizzas, the cookies, the Oreos, there's so many overweight vegans, like Soy Society vegans, unhealthy. Soy is more unhealthy than meat. And, you know, my nervous system was just breaking down completely from the lack of amino acids. Also, I was not getting any muscle definition despite the amount of exercise I was doing. And that's stupid, you know. Why would I want to not get gains and try to prove I can exercise on vegan diet? Okay, let's see what else this is. I don't want to forget something. You know, as time goes by, I just remember more things. I also saw children, let's say, I don't want to really mention names and offend anyone, because they will get offended. They don't want to listen to anybody who says something, but children doesn't grow at the same rate on fruitarian vegan diet as the children on meat diet. They do worse at the critical thinking at school. There's studies done actually, and I'm gonna pull it up, that study. Hopefully I can post on my blog, for vegan children. And, you know, the might in general, vegans can be healthier than junk food eating not vegans. But if you take healthy eating meat eater who eats a lot of green vegetables, organic and good meats, and not overdo on meats, and you compare then vegan, you can compare to junk food eating vegan. So it's not equal. And, you know, vegans, they buy into this health idea because they're seeking for health, and meat eater usually doesn't seek for health, so they kind of gonna be less weight, BMI. They gonna and some vegans get way too skinny, like they look like from concentration camp. Now, it's not bad to be if your BMI is still normal, but they don't have muscle definition. They're the walking skeletons. Okay. And I don't understand how I didn't see that. I think it took me to get off the sugar high to start seeing the real thing and not what I wanted to see. And it took me to talk to a lot of other people and see what they do in other doctors, other studies, to see that vegan diet is not the way to go. Now, if you do cooked vegan diet, I was still hungry on cooked food diet, and then I started, so probably raw is the way to do, because cooked vegan didn't work for me either. So I was looking at the wrong place for the answers. And all apes eat some insects or some eggs or small birds and things like that. And we are not apes, we evolved as humans. And, you know, cooked food is not poison too. There are some nutrients can be more available in cooked foods. It's just that it's kind of, you can overeat on it easier. It's kind of tend to be more addictive, especially with the recipes. But it depends if it's whole, you know, and not fatty, oily, and things like that. Let's say avocado, you know. Avocado is better than oils, so you can make your own dressings with some quinoa. I don't know. I don't do it, so let's see. I don't want to forget something. There's a lot of rote in this. I should put it in the... also I would get severe stomach pains, like if I would eat an empty stomach an apple, a watermelon, a grape, or something like that, because my chromium, even though I was taking some supplement, my chromium would go down so low that it couldn't digest the fructose anymore. Now I'm taking for women based, and I'm taking some dragon herbs, vitamin D for my bone, MSM, sulfur for my bones, because I had the injury, and that's why I had, because my calcium was low from not eating enough of greens, too much fruits. And the dragon herbs, this is for the cycle. Maybe it's for that, maybe not, I don't know. But I've always been like towards plant eating. I never liked meat. I still don't like it, but I know I have to eat it, like broccoli, you know. You don't like broccoli, but you gotta eat them. Even though I like now broccoli. So I think I'll start to like meat too. And the raw egg, the yolk wasn't too bad, you know. I can, you know, and zucchini I can eat. Especially organic things I can eat. I can't eat conventional just like that. Doesn't taste good. I need, for conventional you would need spices, but for, I will try raw meat, and now I'm freezing for 2 weeks and see how that goes. Okay, so I just want to do like gatherer hunter diet, and yeah, I can't remember right now what other things happened, but you know, if we want to heal the real way diabetes, you know, there is vegan way to heal it, and Dr. Gabriel Cousins or Hippocrates Institute, and they deal with cancers too. But fruit is only for, let's say, if you're really overweight, then do that diet, and then go into some other approach, because it's gonna help you at the beginning. The fruits, you know, they tasty. And the other thing, yeah, it's better than Twinkies addiction or diet, than junk pizza diet maybe, but it's not optimal eating, and not for everybody at least. Maybe there's people who have like placebo effect of thriving. They think they're thriving, but they're not where they could be thriving. Okay, so don't want to make this video. Also, I was getting colds all the time, my nose. I would go run outside, and my teammates, they would not wear jacket and run, and they wouldn't get sick, and I would get ear itch, runny nose. You know, my mineral reserve starts to go down. And okay, let's see, anything else I wrote down? Just no mental power or aggressiveness that I used to have when I still ate some meat. You know, I was like, yeah, conquer the world, like all day long. I was working non-stop. I still was working on fruitarian diet, but just kind of like I became like, yeah, like a little, I don't like, that's not me. I'm Dragon Aquarius, and I'm a go-getter, and I want to do big things. And I lost that edge, you know. That's why humans are humans. We're meant to have that aggressiveness, that punch in our life. I developed a fear of blood. I think that's a mental disorder of vegans. Now I'm not afraid anymore, but it's how you look at it, you know. Let's say, what else? And you know, I hope that I'm forgiven. I hope to repay and fix my mistakes by helping other people to realize that they shouldn't, that they should know this is not a long-term diet. And if you're considering doing this for the rest of my life, I would say really do your research, darling. Don't want to ruin your health. think logically. It doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. And fruits these days are not the same like they've been in the, let's say, Paleolithic time or ancient times, when we are building on thousands of years evolution. And you know, the studies that people who lived in areas where they ate more meat, their colons actually became longer. So there's different lengths in colons in different people, depending where you're coming from too. So that depends how much meat, you know, you need. And people ate from 20% to 99% meat diets in the world. So you know, it's very different. So to recover, you know, get rid of the sugar for a while, incorporate animal products, vegetables, greens, chromium, picolinate, B-complex, exercise, citrus, and yeah. So that's it for now. Gotta go. I would appreciate thumbs up. Oh, I probably disabled reading for this video because hater vegans, former vegans, addicts, they are very nervous and they hate me, and I don't want to hate thumbs down. So I'm sorry you hate me, but I gotta do what's best for me, and I gotta do what's best for other people. I'm not gonna educate on one diet, on certain diet. I'm just real food. That's what you want to eat. You don't want anything processed, chemicalized, and you're gonna stay healthy. Look how pretty this is. Oh my God. See you soon.